Hey everybody, welcome to 3 Minutes of Faith. This week I'm talking about what is love. At any point in our lives we could all ask ourselves this question, and I think it's important to learn the answer to that. As the church we're called to love others, but how do we do that? And what does that include? To what extent do we go to show that love? I think the best way to find those answers is to look at God. God is love, so He's our perfect example. Looking through the life of Christ, we find moments that seem pretty impossible for us to show the kind of love He did. For either one, He uses a supernatural power that we don't possess to heal people or to release demons to that extent. But we also look at His life and say, how in the world could He love some of those people? For one example, Judas. He washed Judas's feet, which was a servant's role, became a servant to Judas, even though he knew beforehand that he would betray him. That seems very impossible. I mean, for me, I have a hard time loving my brother if he puts me in a headlock. How am I supposed to love someone if they betray me, especially betray in the way that it leads to death? That's a really hard thought process for me because I want to love and I want to be Christ-like in that way, but I come up with these moments that seem like, well, how in the world am I supposed to do that? Well, I think the best example would be love to your best abilities. Sometimes it will be hard to love others, but we have to realize that sometimes love doesn't go to those who deserve it. Think of our lives. I forget God, I walk away from Him, over and over and over again, and then I come back once I need something from Him, acting like nothing happened. And He still loves me, even though I don't deserve it, because I've shown a disconnection with God. So I think as the church, we need to learn to love those who don't deserve it, to love in action in our everyday lives. Christ gave His life for us, and then that adds the question, does love include giving your lives for everyone? And if so, how do we do that? Do we have to be crucified? I think our answer for that is living our everyday lives in love, in pursuit of showing others love. That's giving our lives to that purpose, and that's showing love in a Christ-like manner. So my challenge for you and for me to work on is to love in action, love in your everyday lives, even to those who don't deserve it. Thanks for watching.